Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Right.
Clemson will put it away to get this one started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
And this team talked all week, man, about creating belief and something good happening early for this offense. Like, we know we're on the 2-game skid, but we're not that far away from being 2-0 or being more competitive. And so they wanted to start fast. So going 3 and out, man, you can feel it. It just takes a little bit of the life out of this squad. This defense is going to have to come out and set the tone early for them.
Running inside, it's Haynes. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. This one's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
From the red zone, it's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And he'll lose yardage on that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw, using the quick game. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Vaughn. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep...
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Canes!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Back to pass on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. on fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Red pass hit. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Showing off the arm. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Dances away. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
So now it's second and long. The give from the gun. Finding some room.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. Working that left side now. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Mensah makes the catch. It's Pringle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love it.
Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Running inside. It's Pringle. And he's in. Touchdown, Hurricane. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Again, no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run it. It's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third and 4. Snap it to the back. And it's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got him. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Under fire. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to beat.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Motion from the back. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Gonna let it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking for space. It's Davidson. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 5 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Bruins with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And did this group ever need that? The first win on the year, they're now 1-4. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Slings it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah.
Makes the grab in their space. The 30, the 20. And he scored! Touchdown, Tigers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Canes want to move quickly. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And they get him down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too.
There's a crease. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this cute
breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Backs looking for the goal line. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Mensah looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Here's Mensah to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
With the catch, it's Fletcher. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The run inside. It's Pringle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep...
Touchdown, Canes! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency.
And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw 1 last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. The sure hands, it's Jacobs. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Fletcher. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before a big pickup on the ground. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the 1st down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Darian Mensa from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The Hurricanes back on top. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes a catch. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they've cut that lead in half, trailing by just a deuce. They get the 2-point conversion, but hold on just a second. Looks as if there is an injury on the play. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. No waste of time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see what he can do with it. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Under fire. Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. Finds his man down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on him.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. To the air on first down. Got his man. Touchdown, Tiger. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Quick completion on the outbound. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's taking the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A hostile environment.